What's going on, YouTube, Indiana Jones fans, gearheads, bullwhip people? This is going to be a video on whip repair. So, long story short, one of my first bullwhips was David Morgan 8-foot Indiana Jones bullwhip, and loved it, cracked it all the time. Had it for a few years. My family got a golden retriever puppy who found the whip, and if you look at the handle of a whip, it does look like a leather wrapped bone, and so naturally, being a puppy, he chewed it up, and that's not what you want from your expensive investment in a bullwhip. So that happened about a year ago. He chewed up the head knot and I think completely ate the wrist loop. So as much of a bummer as that is, all is not lost. The head knot is actually one of the last pieces to be made on a bullwhip, and as long as there's no damage to the actual like handle or whip itself, the head knot and wrist loop is actually very easily fixed and easily replaced. So I'll go ahead and show you the damage, and we'll go from there. All right, so the whip on the right obviously is the chewed up David Morgan whip. Yeah, it's sad to look at. It's heartbreaking. On the left is just a comparison. That's a Joseph Strain 8-foot Raiders of the Lost Ark bullwhip. You can tell it's a Raiders of the Lost Ark bullwhip because the handle's a little bit thinner and it's got the Raiders detailing. But that's what the Turk's knot should look like with the wrist loop. And that is the aftermath of Duncan, the golden retriever puppy. So what's gonna end up happening is I contacted a whip maker by the name of Paul Nolan of Midwestwhips, who was more than happy to repair the damage. I sent him pictures, and he said it should be a very easy fix. He's worked on repairs of David Morgan and a variety of other whips before, so he's happy to help. And so I'm gonna ship it off to him in a few days. He said the turnaround should be a couple of weeks, and then hopefully my beloved David Morgan whip should be as good as new, and we'll check in when I get it back. So yeah, I'm excited to have this whip back up and cracking. So we'll fast forward to when I get this whip back. So for you guys, it'll be a couple of seconds. For me, it'll be a couple of weeks, but a couple of weeks go by just like that. Well guys, today's the day. The whip is here. It actually didn't take as long as I thought, or as long as we originally thought it would. It only took about a week from the time I sent the whip to when I got it back. I don't know if that'll always be the case. Paul Nolan might be busier or less busy, but for me it was about a week. I was actually out of town when this whip came back in the mail, but it's here now and it's looking good. Boom. So the lighting isn't the best, but you can see brand new kangaroo hide on there. Smells amazing right out of the box, and if you look carefully you can tell it's a slightly different color. That's perfectly fine. After years of use, the color kind of changes, gets a little bit darker, so after some use that should match the rest of the whip. But super thrilled with having this whip back. I haven't been able to crack it yet, but very excited to get it cracking again, in use, do some two-handed whip cracking with my other whip, and yeah. So if you have a bullwhip that needs repaired, strongly recommend Paul Nolan at Midwestwhips. He did a fantastic job, very easy to work with, very helpful, very informative. So that wraps up this video, guys. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and leave them below. Give the video a like. If you have any questions for me personally, also feel free to hit up the comment section. But thanks for watching, and happy cracking, bullwhip people.